I'm Brent.
And I'm Jay. If you've been hurt on the job, call us.
It's just that easy.
Call 265-1100. That's 265-1100.
Zaxby's new chicken parm-loaded fries come with aged Parmesan, classic marinara, creamy garlic sauce, and of course, hand-breaded chicken. It's a southern dish with Italian subtitles. Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
This is a time of year for traditions, and in Dalton, a long-standing tradition is a mid-November launch into the holiday season with performances of the Snow Queen. So the tradition continues this year, November 16th through the 20th, as the Dalton Creative Arts Guild brings you 5 chances to enjoy the classic ballet. Amanda Brown hopes to see you there. So does Jessie Sutherland. She looks very rested right now, but she is the dance director, and I'm sure very busy getting everything ready. So good to see you.
You too.
I'm right, correct, about the tradition. This is how many years of doing this?
18 years.
Wow, that's quite a tradition.
It is.
You wouldn't do it if the community didn't love it so much. I mean, this has become almost generational for people to share with their families.
It has been. Yeah, we have students now of students who had graduated, from the very first Snow Queen. We have kids of theirs now in the program that are performing in Snow Queen.
Okay, so Amanda, I know that every time I talk to somebody from the Creative Arts Guild, you're always excited about what you're doing.
Oh, yes.
But it seems like no matter the season, you're also looking ahead to the fun of this event. This is kind of iconic down there.
Absolutely, yes. And we love November. The Snow Queen is kind of the end of our season, of all of our events and whatnot, and what a beautiful way to end with dance and music together in a beautiful production, and it's very celebrating the season and the end of the year.
So what is the story behind the Snow Queen, Jessie?
So it's a Hans Christian Andersen story, and that we adapted to work for a ballet. A magic mirror is made by the Queen of the Sprites and gifted to the 4 princesses, spring, summer, fall, and of course the Snow Queen. And Snow Queen realizes this mirror that controls the seasons, if she can control it all by herself, it can be winter all the time. So she steals the mirror, and then a little bit of chaos ensues. And when the mirror is stolen, it gets broken and shatters all over the world, and one piece of glass lands in the eye of a village girl, Kay. So it's a journey of Kay's sister, Gerda, to get the mirror back, and how love can conquer even the coldest of hearts.
So as you're telling me the story, I'm kind of realizing there's a very well-known Disney movie that's a little bit reflective of this plot, right? Frozen.
That's right.
You will not sing, what's the song?
Let It Go. We will not. You will not hear that in the ballet.
That will not be part of it. But you said something that it's also triggered a memory for me. You choreographed this yourself, right?
Yes.
This is not something that is presented where you just do somebody else's work. This
Right.
is your original.
Yes. Myself and our team, we choreographed all of this from the ground up. We chose every costume, did every step, chose every piece of music, made all of the musical edits that we needed to work for the ballet, put everything together. It is truly our baby, our creation.
So for the performers who will see on stage, you mentioned how many of them begin when they were little tiny and they stay with it all the way through.
Yep.
So they have dreams of one day being the ballerina who does the certain dance.
Yes.
That really happens.
It really happens. It's incredible to watch them grow into those moments. And for me, I enjoy so much watching the little ones pick out their favorites. Who do they admire the most? What do they want to be when they grow up? And everybody has a different opinion. There's so many great characters in the ballet.
Oh, true. So that also means that you are cultivating then these children from a young age to one day become kind of the stars of the performance. This is homegrown talent that's worked hard at this. Are all the performers local, or do you bring in some people?
All of our performers are local, and all are within our school.
That's so great. So I mentioned the 5 performances. Are they all evening, or do you have a matinee option?
We have 2 matinees, so Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night are all 7 p.m. And then we have a matinee on Saturday at 2, which is a special one, especially designed for young audiences and their families, a little narrated version. So it's a different version of the show, and we encourage you to see both, because even for adults, it's really fun. We have a Hans Christian Andersen character and his wife, Anne, who tell the story of the Snow Queen and kind of teach about the orchestra and teach about the pairing of music and the tradition of dance. And then we end with a matinee on Sunday at 2 p.m., which is the full-length production.
Okay, so another thing too, this is a true ballet, so the orchestra is live.
Yes.
Also Dalton.
Yes,
is that
regional.
right?
Our orchestra is pulled regionally, but a lot of them are local, yes.
Okay, and what about your costuming?
Oh my goodness. So our costumes, of course, there are some costumes that are purchased from costume companies, but one of our former studio moms, her name is Karen Clement, her daughter, when she graduated, she was our Snow Queen. And Karen came to me and said, would you mind if I tried to make her tutu? And I thought, okay, but that's really hard to make. Well, it turns out this woman can design and this woman can sew. So she is our costume designer and manufacturer, and these costumes are incredible. I mean, Swarovski crystals on them and everything.
Wow.
She refines every detail to fit each individual dancer just right. From the colors she chooses to match their skin tone, to how she does the horsehair to hold headpieces on so it matches their hair.
Well, I would
It's
exploit
incredible.
the stew out of her.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's your way to find your tickets to the Snow Queen. If you're looking to go with your kids, your grandkids, what a fun tradition of your own to begin, not just their performance, but your attendance. So creativeartsguild.org is the website. It's at the theater at Dalton High School. Don't miss your chance to see this. So there are 3 7 p.m. shows and then 2 matinees at 2. Break a leg.
Thank you.
When it comes to your health, local matters. Count on Local 3 News for expert local advice to help you stay well, live better, and raise a healthy family. Watch Eye on Health with Latrice Curry, Thursdays at 5 on Local 3 News.
Presented by the YMCA.
You know I got 2 home runs.
You got 2 jobs.
And then